There's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? What is going on? What is going on? Okay. Thank you, Dollface Ashley. All right, so Latin Prince, you actually did my eye heal up. The swelling went down, y'all. I'm telling you, like, it literally looked like somebody knocked me upside my head. So I was like, I can't be going on live. So, because you know one thing, you show your face one time, somebody screenshot it, they're gonna save it. Next thing you know, it's all over the internet. So I was like, nope, I'm gonna put my shades on, and y'all not gonna see nothing. Y'all just gonna see shades or in Ray-Bans. Y'all not gonna see my face. And that's that on that. Okay. So let's start off with the sad stuff first. You already know the whole Takeoff thing happened. They did like a press conference with the police department, and from my take on it, it seems as if I was left with more questions than when we found out the news, because he didn't really clarify like much of really anything. Like, he answered like the basic stuff and or whatever, but he didn't say like, hey, we took this person in for questioning and all, because like people were around. It's not like this happened like in a corner in an alley somewhere. Like, niggas was around. So why isn't people being pulled in to questioning? But you guys already know with the whole rap community, it's always the whole don't snitch policy, which I think is the problem nowadays. So I'm really trying to see what is going to end up happening with this whole situation, because you guys already know that it's being alleged that it was someone from the Amigos team that actually accidentally shot him. So we're everybody's just waiting to see what's going to happen and who's going to get kind of put the blame for this. If I was Quavo, I would really feel like trash, because there's been a lot of videos that have leaked since the announcement has been made, and there's also been a small clip of Quavo getting into an argument about just the whole dice game and stuff, and this is what led up to the alleged, well, it's not really alleged, but the pow. You get what I'm saying? Okay. It said, has Cardi B or Offset said anything? Neither of them have put out a statement. Of course, it's traumatic for them because it just happened. So I didn't expect any of them to really say much of really anything. So I'm not too surprised that none of them put out a statement. People are saying that Takeoff and Offset were on good terms before this happened. So that's good. It just seems as if, I guess, Offset and Quavo aren't on good terms. So I was happy to hear that, at least, to be honest. I'm gonna play like a little snippet of the press conference and stuff like that, because that general that officer, he was not having it. Like, he was not having it with the people and the questions that they had. He felt like they were being too intrusive. He didn't want to put anything out there that he didn't think was gonna be used as speculatory information. Like, any question that they asked, he was just like, no, I don't really want to answer that because I don't want to put out speculations. I don't really want to say this, so I don't want to put out speculation. So it's sad. He did say, though, in the press conference that he doesn't want people to blame Texas for being the issue about this, because a lot of people are claiming that Houston and I guess the surrounding areas has turned into like a dark sort of area to where things, I guess, are happening every so often. And like I've mentioned this on many lives before, I've noticed there's been a huge pattern lately of a lot of people moving to Texas. And I remember saying this so much, like everybody's like, oh, we're moving to Texas because it's cheaper. We're moving to Texas because it's cheaper. My question to you guys, do you guys think Texas is starting to become the new Atlanta? Houston, to be exact, is starting to become the new Atlanta, to where it might be a little bit too overpopulated, and then these incidents will start occurring a little bit more frequent than none. Okay, that's what a lot of people are out there saying. Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit of the press conference, you guys.
For his mother, his family, and all of his friends who are in deep pain and shock still right now. Thank you. Investigator, come on up.
Thank you again, Chief, and thank you all for coming here, and good afternoon. I'm Sergeant Michael Arrington. I'm a sergeant with the Houston Police Department's Homicide Division. And earlier this morning, as he said, our patrol officers received a call at approximately 2:34 a.m. of a shooting just occurred at the 810 billiard factory and, billiard and bowling alley. From there, we were notified that there was a single male who was shot and pronounced deceased on the scene on the third level outside, just outside the front door. We were also informed that two other individuals had reported themselves by personal vehicle to local area hospitals on their own, both of them with non-life-threatening injuries, but a 23-year-old male and a 24-year-old female. Like I said, both of them are going to be okay. And we have spoken and gotten information from them to help us in this investigation. But the officers arriving on the scene, initial statements from employees working at the establishment notified us that there was an incident that occurred after the party had ended. There was a private party that was booked out for the event. And then after that ended, there was a large group of people who gathered at the front door area just outside of the building. And it led to an argument where the shooting took place from the disagreement. A lot of the people that were there fled the scene and did not stick around to give a statement. So we're asking them to either call us at the Homicide Division at 713-308-3600. Or if they would like to remain anonymous, they can call Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS. We're looking for any information at this time, any videos, any information. We do know that the media has received a lot of phone calls, text messages, Twitter, tweets, Vines, videos. We need all of y'all to send those to us so we can solve this case. We're looking for anything to help us. From there.
Something I wanted to mention that just to bring a little comedic effect to this. He mentioned Vines, and y'all know Vine has been out of style. I don't even think the app Vine even exists anymore. So that's how you know how like dated some of these officers and people in charge are, because you would know that doesn't even exist. But just to add a little bit of humor, which of course this story has no humor in it.
There, as the chief said, we want to find justice for this family. They're going through a lot right now, and the only thing that we can do is hope that y'all reach out and assist us in any way to lead to evidence that will help us to apprehend and get charges and arrest on the person responsible for the death of Takeoff.
Thank you. Let me say something right quick, just to follow up. I just want to say something to our city, Houston, and every brother and sister in the neighborhoods. I'm calling you to action, to step up. There were 40 people at least at this event, and people left possibly out of fear. I ask you one thing, and I want this to resonate with everybody. What if it was your brother? What if it was your son? You would want somebody to step up. So please step up, get the information to us so we can bring some closure to this family who's hurting right now. Commander, Martha, translate for us. Thank you.
Oh yeah, so the next guy was just gonna start coming up and just start translating. Someone who posted something that I felt like was so like insensitive, and I just think he's a big dummy. Blueface. He posts up a video of him playing dice with Takeoff. I'm like, are you serious? Like, really? This is why I never like Blueface, because he comes off as a narcissist who thinks that he's smart, but he's really not. I want you guys to check out this video. Let me know what you guys think, because this kind of blew me, because I was scrolling down and I'm like, I know you lying. This man playing dice with him. I don't know how long ago this video was, but Let's look at it. Mind you, this is what ended up ending his life. So why would you post a video like that? Maybe it's just me. Did y'all take that out like I did? Because I'm like, wait. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And then, of course, too, we got Jason Lee. Jason Lee. One thing about Jason Lee, y'all, he takes the biggest L's publicly. This man posted that Takeoff and Quavo were both shot, or whatever, and both was at harm. But turns out it was really Takeoff and not Quavo. But of course, everybody assumed that it was both of them that were both shot, and both of them that were deceased. He posted this, ended up updating the story. But last time he did that was the Queen Elizabeth thing, when he basically predicted her death before she even ended up actually dying. So that was kind of dumb on his end. He did it again. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Blueface thing. He said, I don't like Blueface at all. He is so classless. It's ridiculous. If I was one of his family members, I would ask him to take that down, because it's tasteless. It's stupid, in my opinion. It's just dumb. A lot of people, of course, are blaming rap being the cause of this. Here's what I think. I feel like certain rappers will rap certain things in lives that they actually don't live, and putting out there for other rappers thinking that they actually live that life, but they really don't. You get what I'm saying? So it's like an endless reckless cycle, because if you're making it, you're putting lyrics out there that you're really on that type of time and blah blah blah. I pop this, I pop that, and then these other up and coming rappers are thinking, oh, we got to be like that to be able to get like them. But really, it's just art. It's just lyrics. Do I think that the lyrics are the only reason why all this is happening? No. I think mental health is one of the biggest reasons that this is happening, because why are you playing a dice game and you get so mad that you put a gun out? That makes no sense to me. Like, it's a dice game. I know it's money involved and you guys are gambling, but like, it's still a dice game. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. To me, when I heard that, I was like, this gotta be a troll. When I first read the story early in the morning, I'm thinking, oh, it's probably people just making up stuff because they don't know the actual story. But then as time went on throughout the day, you're like, yeah, that really was what happened, is over a dice game. So that to me was kind of crazy. But rest in peace to him. Hopefully his family does get peace with this whole situation. And I'm interested to see what happens further down the line with this, and who gets held accountable, if it is someone from his team or it's from the opposite team or whatever that was battling them and the dice game. Okay, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Okay, someone said, why are you, while a millionaire, playing dice in the ghetto? Is this, wait wait, I know who this is. I know who this is. Last name Bird. Okay. All right. So next thing I wanted to talk about, you guys, was something a little bit more lighthearted, something a little bit more funny, and a little bit more, messy. Is the Bobby Boys. So we talking to Bobby Boys. You feel me? So it's been so much tea been spilled about these boys, about who's sleeping with who's licking who's puffing this, who's puffing that, the scams of it all, right? So I have B here, you guys, Bobby's assistant and photographer. Okay, photographer of many states. You feel me? So he's gonna clarify some things that you guys might have questions on. So drop your questions down below. I have some questions too myself that I need answered, because I have some questions. I just want to know. I just want to know. Okay. So drop some questions for B. I'm going to add B right now. B, give me a thumbs up if you're ready, child. Give me a thumbs up. Okay. What's going on?
Hey. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
What's up with these Bobby Boys? Like, what? Okay, this is my first question. How long was Bobby messing around with Jameson after the show ended? Like, were they really seeing each other, like, for after the show? Like, what was going on?
Yeah, they were really dating for real.
They're actually going out, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And Bobby didn't suspect that the handler might have been in the cut somewhere trying to see what he could handle with Jameson.
Yeah, so that whole triangle thing will be explained at the coming reunion.
Mhm.
So the reunion will be coming out very soon. But yeah, it's just a hot fucking mess. It's a hot mess, and basically we find out that Island Boy is full of lies. So we'll see what he's been lying about.
And then also, I seen Island Boy, aka Jameson. I just be calling him Jameson. He was saying on one of the lives, right? He was saying that you were at one point trying to manage him, and when you were trying to manage him, you added to his booking fee so he could get booked. And like, what was going on with that? Were you trying to manage him?
So Bobby was okay. So when Island Boy and Bobby were dating for the couple weeks that they did,
Mhm.
um, Bobby was helping Island Boy launch his OnlyFans because
Mhm.
Bobby's really big on OnlyFans,
Right,
and me, I I'm not just Bobby's assistant. You know what I mean?
right,
I'm that's just for the show. I'm
right,
Bobby's
right,
very good friend and photographer, and also I manage Bobby in a way too. You know what I
right.
mean? I do his bookings as well. So Bobby was like, "Oh, let's just incorporate Island Boy as well." So I was like, "Okay, bet. I'll do it for Island Boy too. I'll do the booking emails. I'll put my price on top, or I'll get my percentage. So
Mhm.
that's just how it was. Island Boy just don't have nobody booking him like that, and whatever. He's just complaining. He's just complaining about some shit. That's basically what he's doing.
And then
But it's the ungratefulness for me.
were you surprised at the whole cash thing? Like, did you suspect it? Because what I've seen lately is there's been TikToks being made that like they showed little clips of it looks like Cash wrapping his arms around Jameson. Did you kind of peep that in the house and told Bobby like, "Hey, keep an eye on
So
him"?
honestly, no, I didn't peep any of that. I didn't know any of that. But you know what I mean. I did not. I didn't peep any of that shit. They had that shit low key. If they were doing anything during the show, um, but I do see the TikToks with Go Hard and Island Boy, and I see what they're doing right now. They just doing whatever they need to do for some clout to stay relevant as long as they can. So
Right.
that's that. But I mean, I am disappointed in them both. But
Mhm.
oh well. I mean, it is what it is. Time will tell. So
Right. And did at any point apparently Dingling has cancer, which is all alleged. Did that get brought up at the reunion? Can you at least confirm that? Like,
I'm sure a lot of stuff went on in the reunion that I don't want to ruin anything, and I
yeah,
do not want to speak. I'm not that type of messy girl where I
yeah.
speak about people's health and things
Right,
like
right,
that.
right.
That's not
You're
what I
not
do.
wet.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not a wet. So I mean,
Right.
wet. I gotta
What?
watch, but I'm
It's
not
wet
wet.
with it. Yeah, wet.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna speak on Dingaling like that. But if he wants to tell his story or whatever the case may be, then that's the case. What I have against Dingaling right now, well, not really against him, but what I have is I'm just disappointed and appalled and shocked that he hit Bobby, and that's it.
Right.
Because it didn't have to go down like that. You can learn how to talk, you can speak. Bobby's a cool ass person. You do not have to hit him. That was ridiculous. And we really fucked with him because obviously he lasted for a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's that.
Jesus Lord. Any
Mm.
okay. They said someone in the comments, because I'm reading the comments, they said, do you feel like Jason Lee was instigating the boys in the house, like Track claimed?
Yeah. When Jason Lee was there, of course he was. He has the executive producer
It's
hat on.
called producer, guys. Y'all know they
Yeah,
gotta come
it's a
on that.
producer. It's a story producer. I remember um, when me, Jason, and Bobby are sitting in the room, us three, we were just talking about what we gonna do, what we gonna, you know what I mean, story producing. And Jason jokingly was like, "Bitch, you're not an EP yet, so calm
Right,
down." So he was telling me like, "Bitch, you don't have," he was trying to, sub me a little bit, but like, it's
right.
all good. It's all good.
Wait, was Rolling Ray on stage? Because I don't see him in the circus trailer.
Ray was on stage. Yes, he was. Ray was
Okay.
there, looking fabulous.
All right, because I'm like, oh, I was scared for Ray because all them fighting and stuff, they're gonna end up turning his wheelchair over.
Ah. Claudia was over it, honey.
Yes, she was. How do you think
Mhm.
she did as a host?
I think Claudia did great. Obviously, I mean, I think Claudia did great. We love
Yeah,
her.
okay. All right. And then also someone said, how do you feel about Demetrius? And do you think he should get a second chance at being at chasing Bobby's love because they say he really loved Bobby per.
Demetrius did his big one, okay? He did his big one. I don't think he need to come back. He did his big one on those first couple episodes, and then he did his big one at the reunion. So y'all will see it. I think he had enough. I think he had enough. Anything else?
Yeah. Anything else you want to clarify before you hop off? I know you got places to go.
Yes. Do I want to clarify anything? No. Just look out for my B with the motherfucking T coming out very soon. I have hoodies and hats coming out very soon. Actually, I already have them, but I'm gonna drop the link so everybody can start pre-ordering and purchasing.
Okay.
And Bobby is wearing one of my hoodies during the reunion after when he's ready to scrap. So y'all can check out the hoodies and stuff too. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect. All the links. Send me the links I'm putting in the bio.
Okay, boo.
Send me the link. All right. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Have a good one.
Night. Be cool, people. All right. Someone said these boys were so messy. Someone said we want to see some more Dimitri. Would you guys be down for having some season 1 boys join the season 2 boys? Because I think that would be cool. I think that'd be hot. Because especially, here's what I think Dimitri should come back. I feel like Bobby should bring on a handler just because, like, maybe they could have some sort of connection. What else? They can't bring back Cash. They can't bring back Jameson. That's what I'm saying. They're so dumb. Like, if they were playing it smart, you would keep cool with Bobby. You might not be best friends with him, but you may keep it cool with him, especially if you want to keep being on TV and become a reality star. You at least try to play it smart. Don't be dumb. It's like, I don't get it. Like, people don't know how much people have pulled behind the scenes. So you got to kind of play things smart. You get what I'm saying? Of course, don't let nobody disrespect you, but it's like certain situations, like Cash didn't have to do it all he did. Jameson really didn't have to do all he did, because think about it, Bobby really didn't do nothing to you. So it's like, this is why it's so confusing to me. I'm gonna ask Zayden, what's going on? Zayden, what's going on? Zayden, you not ready?
I'm there. Hey, Pierre.
Okay. Hey, what's up? What do you think about all this Bobby Boys drama?
Oh my God, Pierre, this is a whole mess. Like, I knew when I spoke to you last time that Bobby made a lot of decisions to get rid of the other guys that should have probably stayed. I wanted to ask B some questions while he was on here. Like, my question was when I asked him, was Bobby Lytes involved in the casting of these boys, and why were there so many OnlyFans
during the
guys?
interview? I did an interview with B. He told me that Jason Lee was more in charge of it, more than Bobby.
I see. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
He was the one taking on.
But it's a whole mess. Like, when I told you last time, when Gohar said that he wanted to leave out of that house, he should have left right then and there. There should have been no questions answered. He should have just left right then and there, because this is a whole mess. And they are just ruining their brand. They may have got these 15 minutes of fame right now, or when the seasons come out, but once the season airs and stuff, no one's going to be checking for them. No one's going to be checking for Jameson. And Gohart, he is just a little man, my man W, just sleeping with all these guys in the house, across the pond, across the waters. Like, he's not that attractive to me, honestly. His personality and the way he looks just makes him look ugly on the inside and the outside. And the fact is, all these allegations with Bobby allegedly using COKE and all the things, and Dingaling being punched in the face and allegedly having cancer. You know, it's just a whole mess, and it's really sad. And honestly, Bobby said that he wasn't going to do a Bobby I Love You Per season 2 if it's going to be like this in the beginning, and he's just really upset with those situations.
I just think the main thing is the OnlyFans thing. And I know a lot of people are like, everybody has an OnlyFans. Bobby has an OnlyFans. Okay, but if you come into the house with the OnlyFans, you already have a little bit of an agenda to boost your following. That's how I feel.
Of course.
Like, you already have that agenda in your mind. Like, hey, like, I got to stay on here as long as I can, so I got to fake it till I make it. So my numbers could go up, which is, of course, as a business person, that's smart. But if you're really looking for love and stuff like that, you shouldn't be that. Like, you should be like Bad Boys Houston or something like that. You feel me? That's what I think.
Yes, Pierre. And this is the thing. Bobby should have been paying attention. The way Jamerson talks to the other guys in the house and how argumentative he was towards other people, it just shows you how he would be with you. You get me? At least with Rerun, he may have said his things, but he wasn't too argumentative. He ain't going online bashing Bobby Lytes and saying this and saying that. You got to be careful with the people how people act towards other people, because that same situation could have happened to you. And now look, it's backfiring on Bobby. Jameson's over here trying to be with Go Hard and be with Trax and not Trax. What's his name? The Handler. The Handler.
Somebody in my comments said Jameson is the real queen of the sassy bananas.
No, Pierre, she is. Bobby was reading her for Phil. Did you see the live that Bobby did saying that he couldn't read and you don't know how to speak good English and all this stuff? And he had 3 marriages or 2 failed marriages, I think. And
which is a shock to me. Like that's finding out that in the last episode. I didn't even do a last episode recap, y'all. But listen, this is the last episode recap. How about that? But finding out the whole marriages thing was shocking to me because I'm like, wow, like it wouldn't seem like he got married and stuff before and all this stuff. Even it was, I don't know. That was.
But Pierre, I wouldn't be surprised if he did get married for the green card.
Yeah,
for the papers, probably, because that's a lot of people do. Right. And they get divorced, and then it's like, oh, I'm already a citizen now, so guess what? It is what it is.
Like, yep. And I can speak from a place of experience because I didn't get married for a green card, but listen, baby boy, I had to go get that citizenship test and all that, and I know people who have married for the card, so that's not too far fetched at all.
Where are you from, Pierre?
Haiti, baby.
Oh, I love Haiti.
I was born there, baby.
I love Haiti.
And also, what do you think of what's going to happen at the reunion? What do you think Dingling actually punched Bobby for? Because it's being alleged that he said something about him having alleged cancer, and that's why he punched him. I just don't see Bobby saying that. So I really think it was something else. Plus, if you look at the preview, it looks as if he was drinking something. So he caught him off guard. What do you think he punched him for?
No, he did punch him off guard. He did snuff him. This is the thing that Bobby had alleged. Bobby said that when they were filming in the house, Island Boy was the one who basically said that Dingling was sick or he had some kind of, illness or something like that. And they brought it up. But then Bobby, basically came out and was talking about Dingling, and Dingling was on live today. He said that he don't like disrespect or he don't tolerate disrespect. So when that situation was brought up from Bobby's end, that came from Island Boy, that's when he snuffed him at the reunion because he felt some kind of way, and he don't play about disrespect.
Gotcha.
In my opinion, it's like I don't know the reason why Dingling should be upset with Bobby. I mean, he didn't get eliminated. He didn't get eliminated. He went home on his own accord, being go to the hospital. And Bobby said that he the one who said to put that whole video of him going to the hospital into the show because they weren't going to put it into the show.
Also, basically, he was upset that clip was in the show. He didn't want that in the show.
No, not that clip. He was upset of the whole situation of his status. But Bobby was the one who said that I put the clip of Dingling being to the hospital into the show because the producers wasn't going to put it in there at first. And Bobby wanted to put that into the show to make it seem like not realize why he left the show on his own. That
right, because we wouldn't know why he left. That wouldn't have made sense to us if we didn't see what happened.
Exactly. Yeah. Just the same way Dimitri had left, right? He never saw him again, and he was just gone.
Right. All right. Any final thoughts before adding the next koala?
No, but I will be looking forward to your reunion review. Is it 3 parts or is it only 2 parts? Or
apparently it's 3 parts, y'all. So we got a whole barely another month of this stuff.
I'm so absolutely. Well, thank you, Pierre, so much for having me on your show.
All right, night. But yeah, listen. I just really hope. You feel me? He's still fighting for his love, and he find it. Okay, next person I'm gonna add is the Berry. What is going on, D Berry?
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
All right. So, hello.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with what the last caller said 100% because I did see that live, and so because the last time we were talking about this, I was like, I don't understand why Dingling would do that, but now, after seeing that live and having him explain that, it does make a lot more sense. But what I'm thinking is about the whole show in general, to me personally, because I've never seen a show like this with, same sex, same gender, fighting for love. So obviously the contestants are gonna have some sort of attraction to each other. That's just natural.
Right.
Whereas in, other, shows, it's always the opposite sex. Maybe there's somebody that's bisexual here or there, but they're not exploiting that on the show. So for this to happen on Bobby's show, like, I can understand why he wouldn't want to do, a second season, because it might happen again. Like, how can you stop the contestants from mingling with each other in a house for so long and making their own connections? Like, only one person's gonna win. So everybody knows that they weeding each other out and feeling like, all right, look, you're not
Maybe
gonna
I could
win,
get
I'm
with
not gonna
him.
win.
I see what you say. I see what you
Like,
say.
so I'm like, that's messy from the jump. Like, this is the first time I've ever seen a show like this. Correct me if I'm wrong if there's another one, but I'm like,
It is though. It is the first show that we've seen, like, dating wise, where like the cast started like really commingling. Multiple cast. It may be one or two on other shows, but like the whole cast is just like integrated in some way.
It was disaster from the jump. Like, honestly, and after hearing about the 1 and 2 marriages with Island Girl, like, no, they should have. Red flag, Bobby. Come on,
Not
2
Island Girl.
marriages. But that's what they was calling her on Bobby's live. I'm just saying what Bobby said.
One thing I love about Island Boy, he could read down. Okay.
Oh yes. Oh
he
yes.
can read down. I said, "Oh my god." He was like, "How about that, Miss Bobby?" It was like,
he said, "The library is open. Let's go."
He said, "What's a bunch, Bobby?" Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about that. You don't even have money, honey. Yeah. Let's talk about that. I was like, "Oh my god."
I say he is going in. He's not taking
the girls.
He's taking everybody prisoner and not saving nobody.
Did you see the whole Cash and Island Boy coming? Because that really did caught me by surprise. Like, I got the Cash and Rel thing. Okay, that made sense. It was like the whole sexist relation. He knew the handler. Like, it made sense. But those two, that surprised me.
I feel like this is my little conspiracy theory. All right. So I feel like it's just a setup. It's just for clout. Like, I feel like because when Jameson was on his live, he was talking about, you got too late. You was on coke when we was. Sorry.
Diet Coke. Yeah.
Yeah, that. He was talking about, you got too lit when we was somewhere in Houston or something, and Bobby had like put his hands on him or something. So that probably turned him off. And he's like, all right, how can I get back at him? Who, we already did the thing with the handler. Who is the next person that, I could, kind of manipulate? And obviously Cash, unfortunately, was that person, because somebody had already said Cash is like a hopeless romantic. He's like hopping from this person. He supposedly did something with this person. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like Jameson is just manipulating Cash at this point to get under Bobby's skin, because Bobby probably, did something wrong to Jameson in his eyes. That's just my thought.
Right.
I don't think it's real.
Yeah, because it does seem a little clout hungry. Because one thing I seen on a recent live on Island Boy was like, "Oh, wait till you see our OnlyFans video." Okay, I know you guys are looking for that. They get our OnlyFans video. I said,
exactly.
So
and
like,
they all shacking up together anyway. They really don't got money like that. They all roommates at this point. Like, come on, stop. Stop. Y'all roommates. All of y'all just get back in the house together. Make a content house if that's how y'all really need to get y'all money.
If they're really trying to get to the bag, like Natalie says and claims, they should all go rent a house 3 weeks and film all the content that they can.
They need to get active.
Right.
All right. 1 month rent on a nice little mansion somewhere. Get active, boys.
Period. Thank you so much for calling, Andy Mary.
Thank you for having me. Have a good night. Bye.
Good night. Now I'm for the My Girl season 3 baddie, but before I do, season 3 baddie told me that my girl Cardi B has something to say to me. You hear me?
Y'all want to hear what Cardi B had to say? Okay.
I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize.
Oh, let me play Cardi B one more time after she found out that you tried to set me up.
I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize.
Sure, you guys please hit that like button, or else y'all set me up. What's going on, season 3 baddie? What is going on?
Hi, it is a really sad day, man.
It is.
I'm like, it's just, It's really sad because Migos has always been my favorite rappers, hands down. I saw them perform for 200 people, and I
If
think
you
it was
weren't
like
around when
2014.
Takeoff dropped, you haven't lived. That
That's
was
what I'm
like the
saying.
anthem.
Like, I remember right before they blew up, they had came and I saw them, and like it was a small ass show, and then the next time I saw them was a sold out arena. Like, that is so, it's sad, it's unfortunate, it's ridiculous, and I am happy to see people speaking up more, because I saw several people like celebrities speaking out, like, come
Right.
on, we gotta stop. Like, this is getting out of hand for our community.
Right.
Not only as Black people in this industry, like, uh, how would I would never like. I just, how are you guys moving around? You know what I mean? Like, and oh, that's what I want to tell you. It came out. It's not over a dice game.
It
The
wasn't
girl
over a dice game. Okay, so
yeah,
this
the
is
girl that
how
was
this
standing
is
next to
recent.
him. Yeah, so the girl that was standing next to him put out a tweet that was like, I have to just say something, because this is the what is it called when the way it's being portrayed is not what happened. And she was like, they weren't playing no dice game. We were all outside. I guess some guy said something to Quavo, and like he was joking about it, and Quavo got mad, and so they started arguing, and somebody got punched, and that's what happened. But it wasn't over a dice game. But I think they were playing dice, so that's probably where it got put together like that. But it's just ridiculous. Like, we don't got to be that quick to shoot people. Like, come on. Like,
Right.
It's getting to the point. It's like, I feel like in America with these gun laws, either let it be the wild, wild west, because it's not going to be that many shootings if you know everybody's strapped, or we need to take them away. Like, it's just, this is getting to the point, the only people who can legally have guns is not us. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you can't even, there's so many illegal ones. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, and when is it gonna be enough? It's like, bro, like,
a lot of people are blaming it on like the rap lyrics. They feel as if like people are getting a lot of their influence to be, as I guess, violent with machinery due to rap lyrics. Do you think that's the case? Because I don't.
So I don't. I think that I'm not gonna say it's lyrics. I think it's a culture, and not only just
right
rap. I think it's the scam culture. I think it's the quick money culture. I think it's the fake it till you. Oh, that girl looks like Janisha John, and I live in LA. Is that her? Sorry, I'm outside the store. I thought that was Janisha. I was about to get out and get
like Janisha. What's up? When Baddies West coming out?
Anyway, but no, I think it's the fake it till you make it culture. I think that's why we have more robberies, because everybody got so used to getting, and I'm kind of going on a tangent, but I'm going to make it full circle. Everybody got so used to getting everything so easy. So now that you don't have the PPPs, you don't have all this stuff. It's like, okay, now I got to rob people for this, or I got to maintain the status that I never had.
Right.
You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is, I think we can blame rap lyrics all we want, but those lyrics come from a time where they used to have to do that.
Right.
That's not saying that you as a grown man at 28 got to do what these kids was doing at 17 to get out the hood. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna take myself down a notch and get to some messy tea. Rest in peace, Takeoff. That's how I ended my night. I was so mad.
It was so sad to wake up to it. That's the biggest thing.
And you woke up to it, but I literally got home from the club. I'm drunk. Yeah. And my friend called me and told me, and I was like, bro, are you kidding me? So anyway, okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is, oh, by the way, Academics.
Yes.
Academics is on live right now trying to solve the murder. He keep rewinding the video, him and his 20,000. He's like,
one day Academics gerbil face self gonna get touched, so he needs to be careful.
He's calling out women. He's like, oh, she had on the devil costume. Everybody go to her page. By the way, allegedly. Anyway, but I was like, this is a whole mess. Anyway, okay, so let's do the Bobby boys.
Bobby boys.
It's all a mess. I really hope that boy doesn't have cancer. I don't know if I can say that, but I hope he doesn't have that. Like, if they do have a season 2, it needs to be mandatory STD testing.
Oh, I feel like no. You know what I feel like happened? I feel like Bobby didn't sleep with any of them, so I feel like they didn't even need to do it because Bobby went in there like, "Hey, I'm not sleeping with any of them."
Yeah, but don't all shows do? Even I heard Bad Girls Club even used to do that. Like, you have to get all types of shows like that, you have to get tested. You have to have your status. Like
True.
that needs to be done. That's A. And B, I heard that. Okay, this is what I wanted you to ask B, but I forgot to message it. I heard allegedly that when Bobby got socked, it was a Toon Fairy situation happening, and that's why he got on that do rag after. I really hope that's not the case because I'm really living for Bobby's hair.
I heard that it is confirmed to be a toupee, which there's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Speaking
But
of someone from a receding hairline, I'm looking for a toupee myself, girl. Let me stop.
Oh, baby, you better get that lace front and cut it down. Call it a day.
Okay.
Okay, two more things. You had said in one of your last videos you wanted to see like someone like Asian Doll, and now that's TV. But allegedly, she in jail, baby.
Oh yes.
So I wanted to
though? What is she in jail for?
I don't know. I was trying to find out, but I was like, yeah, she in jail, baby. I was watching a live earlier with Big Burr and Armand Wiggins.
Oh.
And it was very interesting because I'm assuming this was the weekend of when they filmed the reunion. I guess they all went out, and Armand was basically saying that Hercules thought his man had touched his butt, and Hercules was about to fight Armand's man, and Armand was like, "I thought we was gonna get down up in there."
Wait a minute.
Yup.
Listen, B told me he was on live with Armand or something.
Oh, B was in there too.
Wait. Yes,
B was in there too.
Wait, say it again. I missed the live. So
first it was just Big Burn Armand. They were just recapping there. They were like, yeah, that was just such a good time. Like, but you know, your friend Hercules, we almost had to get down with him because I guess somebody had touched Hercules' butt. And
he thought that it was Armand's man that touched Hercules' butt.
And I guess they started arguing, and Armand was like, what did he say? He said, I thought both of us was gonna have to tag team on this big ass Negro.
Because you know Hercules Mr. G for P, so he's not with the butt act.
Well, but I mean, does he have the paws? Because you let Island Boy get you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I'm laughing.
But yeah, last thing I do want to say is, and I don't know if you touched on this already, but did you see, I saw a TikTok today that basically was showing one of the bookings that Miss Rock has recently had when they were doing the money at the end of the night. It was gave.
Oh yes, I seen that TikTok.
And did you see the Zeus contract that said all the money is now going straight to his LLC?
Yes, I seen that. And that contract is very old. That means on Baddies, that's what was said. So any money she made from Baddies, Blueface got that check, which is really sad.
And this is why I just can't it's just too much. Like, you guys are enabling this. You're enabling it. You know, and no one's going to be happy till it's done. Like, Zeus is too much. Like that, I don't know. Anyway, that's all I had to say, boo. I really wish that would have been Janisha John because I would have really stalked her.
You thinking that's Janisha? That's good.
No, for real. Anyway, y'all better like this video now. Don't make me mad.
Please. I'm going to call my sister girl Cardi B. All right.
Thank you. Love you, baby.
Night. I love you. Oh, hold on. I love you. So season 3, baddie. It said Rock said in her live that he showed up to her booking to get her money. My whole thing is, like, I really wish she was smarter enough to read what she's signing and not just signing off on anything, because like now you're screwed forever. Because even if, let's say, she decides to wake up one day and not want to be with him and cut all ties, business, personal wise, he still might be able to get money from her, because you don't know how long that contract is lasting. You don't know what time it's going to be ending. So that just wasn't smart on her end. One thing I wanted to talk about before I add the next caller is Elon Musk. So Elon Musk, you guys, took over Twitter, and now he's going to be charging, allegedly, well, I think he made a statement out about it, $20 for verified users, the girls with the blue checks. Okay, they're panicking, girl, because they don't know how they're going to pay that as a monthly charge and without losing their blue check sign, because a lot of them got that blue check sign because they kind of finessed it. They didn't really earn it. You get what I'm saying? Because y'all know them Twitter hackers that you can pay to get you a blue check, even if you don't have the following or the verification to be able to get it. So I really hope he doesn't ruin the platform, because one platform that I hate like the most is Instagram. Instagram to me is one of the worst social platforms now because they ruined it because they changed so much with it. The algorithm is not the same. It's not in chronological order. It's too random. They're pushing too much videos. They're trying to make it like TikTok, so it's lost its base. So I really hope he doesn't do that to Twitter because I like Twitter because you wanna know why? Twitter is for the smart girls. It's for the smart girls and boys. Okay, you have to learn how to really talk on Twitter. You can't like you feel me on Instagram. It's a bunch of idiot biatches on there. Like it's true. There's a whole bunch of idiots on there that barely know how to put together a cohesive sentence. I like Twitter because it's people on there that are smart, they're witty. You feel me? The memes are a lot funnier, and then you have the best porn on there. You get what I'm saying? So I really hope he just doesn't take over the app and just destroys it because it's really gonna make me mad because I love Twitter. Let me know if anybody in the chat is verified and if you're willing to pay that $20 coinage to be able to keep your account. Because baby, I wouldn't be able to do that. That's too much. Like nah. Like just for social media and Twitter at that. Don't get me wrong, I love Twitter, but I don't think it's worth 20 a month. Like for a blue check, I'd rather just not be verified. Especially if I have a following. I wouldn't care if I had a blue check or not because hey, like I have a following. What's a blue check if I have, let's say, 100K followers? That's nothing. It's just a blue check. But some people take a lot of weight on that. Like they take a lot of weight on that. Officially, KK says social media is a sick nowadays. Back in the days, if Rock posted that, it would be a huge outrage. Nowadays, it's normal, no real outcry. It's because of we've seen it time and time again before. This is about like the 50th live that she's posted that's been disturbing, either with her highly inebriated or her dealing with something with Blue. That's why a lot of people, of course, people were triggered because this was her first time really admitting that, you know, he put his hands on her, but a lot of people felt like, oh, she's going to be back with him again. They're going to be all cool, kumbaya. And then later that day, she drops the video saying that, oh, I'm fine. Everything's okay. I was having like a breakdown and I almost jumped out the car. So yeah, but we're good. You get what I'm saying? So people felt like, oh, we've seen this already. It is what it is. That's what makes her lose credibility because she follows up with the video like that. Okay. Said the life was extra disturbing though. I was so sad. YouTube age restricted that video so quick. I said, okay then. I see a whole lot of other channels with the video, but y'all want to hate on Mr. Entertainment over here. I said, okay, do your big one then, girl. I hate that about YouTube. They love to pick and choose. Carlissa took Rock to sign her Baddies South contract. She was texting Blue the whole time, and she leaked the text, and Natalie confirmed it. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Okay. So if I were to pick, like I said, some Bobby boys to come back next season, I would pick Dimitri, Crouton. Almost forgot that boy name. I picked Dimitri, Crouton. It's not a lot of options, y'all. It's not a lot of options that could come back. Dimitri, Crouton, Colgate. And that's it. Nobody else is on good terms with him, really, and it would even come back to do the show. Comment down below who would y'all invite to come back, okay? Next I wanted to talk about, you guys, was the Rihanna song. So here's my whole thing with the song. Because I listened to it a good amount of times now so I could really like dig into it about what I think about the song, right? Oh, no, before I talk about the song, no, I'm going to talk about that last. Next I wanted to talk about, you guys, was a Halloween costume I think was like the most out-of-line Halloween costume. I don't know what she was thinking. Monica did Left Eye as her Halloween costume, or one of her Halloween costumes. So this is the original picture. This is Left Eye. That's my girl. I love Left Eye, by the way. And then this is Monica. This really made me mad because y'all don't, the backstory to this is really bad. Left Eye was in a Blueface type situation. The guy was really mentally abusive, physically abusive, really, you feel me? Like she went through a lot of trauma being with the football player. So there was one point where I guess she found out that he was cheating on her. So that's why as you see here. Shout out to Kempire. It's the Kempire Daily Show. I live for Kempire. Due to him, I guess, finding out that he cheated, right? She took the shoes, she put it in the bathtub, she put gasoline or something like that, and then she lit it. She didn't expect the fire to spread, and it spread all over the house. So it's not like it wasn't a fun time that she ended up in jail. It's not like she got drunk and got arrested. So I really don't think that was appropriate. I don't know why she thought that was like a cute idea. And whoever took the photos was even dumber and should have. Y'all need to fire that photographer, Monica, because I would have told you, yeah, might not want to do this because this is a traumatic thing that you're redoing. This isn't like something fun. I don't know why she thought of doing that, to be honest. I'm a big fan of Left Eye. To be honest, she reminds me of a way more talented, and I'm not even going to compare the two. Krishan Rock couldn't even be in the same room as her because she's too talented, right? But that's the closest that I could compare her to, just due to the lifestyle. Because if you guys know Left Eye's background, back in the day, before she got into her whole holistic type of herb journey, she was a heavy drinker. So she liked to drink a lot, especially when she was with the football players. She was heavily into drinking. She even carved hate into her arm. So she was very self-abusing, self-medicating type things before she turned into the holistic type of journey. So that to me is the closest that way that she'll get to Rock, just due to the lifestyle. But that's it. Talent, no comparison. So I don't want y'all coming at me in the comments. Hey, how you gonna compare Left Eye to Krishan? Oh my God. So relax, okay? So yeah. Bad idea, Monica. I don't know who told her that was a good idea. Last thing I wanted to talk about, you guys, was the song, the Lift Me Up song. Here's what I think. Here's what I think, y'all. The beginning of the song isn't good. You wanna know why? It reminds me, she comes on the song too strong. Right? So she's like, it reminds me of the national anthem. You know, the national anthem, they'd be like, oh, say, can you see? So she starts with the song, lift me up. It doesn't sound like she was singing the lift me up part in the beginning of the song. It sounds like she was just saying it. And we ended up finding out that she didn't write the song, which Rihanna doesn't write a lot of her songs, so it's no shade, it's no gag. It's just, this is what it is. At least the singer girls, they're humble enough to kind of say and give credit to the writers. The rap girls, they'll act like a writer doesn't exist. Okay, they'll have a writer get off before they admit that person wrote for them. So I love the fact that she was humble enough to give credit to Thames, because Thames is the one who wrote the song. But I could kind of tell she didn't write the song, because you can tell she didn't have like the emotion in the song in the beginning of it. So I wish she had started a little bit differently and not too low, because she was like, lift me up, bang me down. So it reminds me of national anthem. Oh, say, can you see? Like, it's very much that vibe. The middle of the song, perfection. I love the na 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 na. Like, I love that part. Like, the whole transition when she gets higher and higher with her vocals, she ate. She ate. But it's just the beginning of the song throws me. I really wish she would change that up. Okay, it's a national anthem. I'm never gonna be able to unhear it. I'm telling y'all, listen to national anthem. Listen to somebody like Beyonce or something sing the national anthem, and then go back to listen to Lift Me Up. It's the same type of vibe. I'll tell you, it's the same type of vibe. They're saying she's dropping like another track soon, which I'm interested to hear what that is gonna sound like. I love Rihanna, by the way. Someone said, what do you think of Lizzo's rock costume? I talked about this in the rock video where she went live. I didn't like that she did rock as a costume, because you're encouraging her behavior. So you're just making it seem like it's cool that she with blue and that she doing everything she doing. That's why I didn't like the moment I seen it. It was funny, but I didn't think it was a good idea, especially with somebody with her level of celebrity. You're a big celebrity. So her getting like a cosign like that, she's going to think everything she's doing is okay. So she's not going to want to change what she's doing. So I wish she didn't do that costume at all. You said, now I got to listen. Listen to the song. It's not a bad song. I'm going to give the song an 8 out of 10. A good 8 out of 10. Because for her to come back and give us something like that, it wasn't like horrible. Okay? So I said, I wonder what happened to R9. Maybe she'll drop that after the Super Bowl performance. We will see, y'all. Okay. All right. Let me know what you guys think about some of these topics and these videos. I had to give you guys a little cute live or whatever. Let me know what you guys think in the comments for my replay watchers. And we are out, babies.
Ain't no personal thing.